Hi, it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card Weekly Guidance for the 17th of April through to the 23rd. Now, if you've not had a chance to tune in, I want you to focus on card 1, 2, or 3, and I'm going to reveal the messages, the themes, and the energies that will support you over the next 7 days. And I want you to hang around because the bonus card this week is about relationships. So any kind of connection in all its forms, that's what we're going to be looking at. So if you've not also had a chance to play along with me and you want to use this deck, this is my deck, the Akashic Oracle. It's 49 cards. It covers 7 chambers, kind of reflective of our life area and the journey that our soul goes through. It comes with its own booklet, and also it comes with a key similar to this that you can turn into a pendulum or have it as a totem to connect in with your Akashic Records. You use this deck with your Akashic Records, so it's like a modality in itself. So if you want to get this deck, then please click the link in the comments or in the description below. So card 1 is past lives. So what I would encourage you to do is to listen to all 3 messages because they're all going to resonate in some shape or form. Past lives. So your past is coming up this week. Now, this could be a past lifetime or it could be a present lifetime, but in the past. So there's going to be something that is ready to be released, something to be looked at that you've not given yourself an opportunity to go deeper with, or it's kind of started to come in your awareness. You're starting to acknowledge it, but maybe you're not sure how to go about releasing whatever is coming up. And so whatever it is, whether it's a fear, whether it's a regret, a disappointment, something that you're not giving yourself permission to let go of, a kind of a judgment. It could be an ex-relationship, an old job, some kind of trauma, limiting belief, whatever it might be for you. There's a connection to the past that is presenting itself this week that's allowing you to unlock. It's allowing you to go through the doorway, which you can see these doorways are dark, so they're going to feel uncomfortable, because when we look at some of the levels of the layers of the stuff that maybe we need to look at, it's uncomfortable because we've purposely placed it away and put a lid on it because we're not ready to go there. But this week, this card is saying that there's things that are coming from the past now that are ready to be, they're surfacing, and they're surfacing for a reason, because you are able, you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, you're ready to look at this if you give yourself the time, and also find the right ways to actually release whatever it is. And so for some of you, it could be just journaling. For some of you, it's just acknowledgement that this is there and allowing yourself to feel the feelings or have the thoughts or the fears come up so you can process them and work through them. For some of you, you might want to use a pendulum, maybe some past life regression, working in your Akashic Records. Of course, I'm going to really encourage you to do, because you get to the root cause and it's a really easy and effective way to do your healing. So a past life or a Akashic record journey, a meditation, working with me one-to-one is all going to support you, but you can do this by yourself. You don't need that support unless you feel that you want to be guided. So past lives, what can you release from the past that's going to help to unlock your future, to enhance your present reality? If you're feeling challenged by something and it's like, why am I not getting through this? Why is this not happening? Something in your past is holding you back, and that's what you need to look at. But it will be presenting itself. If you tune into that and you say, okay, what would it be from my past? And it might feel completely unrelated. So if you feel that you're blocked with money, it could be connected with a childhood kind of like bullying or something like that, where your worth and your value was diminished. And, you've got this trauma stamp from that incident, which you might reflect back on now and think, well, that was hardly anything, but at the time it felt really, really big. But it connected with your self-worth and your self-esteem and your value. So there'll be an indirect link there where you don't feel good enough to have a certain amount of money or ask for money or whatever it might be. Even though they're not related, they are connected. So this is kind of where any kind of thing that comes up for you this week, don't knock it in terms of, you know, this can't impact this. It absolutely can. So just allow whatever needs to come up, and just, you know, be open-minded, be curious, and just see what happens. Now, if you want to go deeper, then please do let me know. I'd love to support you in some shape or form. Just reach out and we can have a discussion. And it could be an oracle card reading, it could be a one-to-one alchemy healing session. Okay, so if you pick card 2, this was a popular choice this week. It is fun and joy, and we've actually had this card before. This kind of came up on the first week I started to use my cards. It's simple. Where can you bring more fun and joy into your life this week? Where can you connect with your inner child, maybe some younger members of your family or other people's family, where you can just have a giggle, let go. This is about letting go of responsibility, even if it's just for an hour. This week, over the next 7 days, where can you fit in? Just having that sense of freedom, the lack of responsibility, just letting go. Being in your own mind, being in your own energy, being in your own heart, perhaps being with people that bring that aspect out, that fun aspect out in you. What I said on my live today was that, you know, with all of the healing that we're doing and the ascension of our ascension rising in the planet and our consciousness becoming stronger, we're having to work through our levels and our layers and our karma lessons and all of this type of stuff. And it feels relentless. It feels one thing after another. And so why can't we do an element of that through fun and joy, and it not being really heavy and, you know, lots of tears and, you know, and there's obviously there's a place for that, especially if you don't cry a lot, then that is going to be a way that's perhaps your physical body wants to express itself, and not shame yourself for that. But in the same breath, why not do some healing through fun and joy, and losing ourselves in an activity that brings us fun and joy? Because that is another way to heal. And so for me, what I was doing this morning was singing as I was walking the dog. So I was multitasking, which, you know, I love to multitask, but I lost myself in the words. I wanted to learn the lyrics of the song, Human League, The Mirror Man. It's not a very long song. It's very simple words. And by the listening to it 20 times, singing my heart out around the estate and not really minding what people thought of me, I've got the words down now, and I feel really good. I feel accomplished, but I feel energized and healed as well. I just needed to express myself through my voice and really just lose myself in that. So that is how healing can happen. It can happen in the most random way, but in a beautiful way as well. So fun and joy. How can you bring more of that into your life? Now, if you want to go deeper, reach out to me for a one-to-one session. And or if you've not got your Akashic cards yet and you want to play along with me each week, then please do get your deck. There will be a link in the comments or description below. So, prosperity mindset for card 3. So where can you raise your prosperity mindset? So you're going to find that this week that prosperity mindset might be a little bit wobbled. And then that could be external influences. You know, we say this a lot now. It's like social media, people that you're hanging out with, neighbors complaining, the news, whatever it might be. So it's really looking at where your prosperity mindset is. Now, as you can see in this picture, this is not about money. This is about your sense of well-being, feeling calm, feeling at peace, looking at all of this beautiful nature around in this particular picture and feeling very prosperous. So prosperous might be, you know, having a healthy body. It might be having beautiful organic fruit and vegetables in the fridge, and having distilled water or, you know, energized water. That is prosperity for the body. Where can you get prosperity for the mind, prosperity for the soul, prosperity for your emotions? Where can you get that fulfillment? That is prosperity. So it's not just about money. Money is a tool to create prosperity, but if you haven't got the money, you can still connect in with prosperity and have that gratitude and be grateful for what's all around you. So where can you tap into prosperity this week? What is prosperous for you? You know, how do you define prosperity? Ask yourself that this week, and also notice where you are going into lack, not enoughness. For me, not enough time is one that I do say or think to myself or behave in a way that I don't have enough time. I can catch myself doing that. And so I'm demonstrating that I don't have enough time, and time is precious. You know, we do hear that a lot. So time, you know, if we have an abundance of time, oh my gosh, that's, you know, time freedom, time abundance, time prosperous. That for me would be a prosperous, having an unlimited amount of time. But where do you feel that you have a lack of something, or where do you find that it will, you know, come up? Where does it normally come up? So I just want you to acknowledge and be mindful. And then what are your strategies to counteract that? And this is not about judging yourself in terms of going into lack or feeling that you don't have enough. Because, you know, there's nothing wrong with wanting more, desiring more. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we can get in this cycle of, I don't have enough of this and I don't have enough of that, and I'm going to complain about this, I'm going to complain about that, or I'm being surrounded by that energy, and then I find myself getting sucked into it. That's what I want you to be mindful of. And I want you to reconnect back in with where there is prosperity. Or if there's not enough prosperity, then how can you start to take action to get that? What do you need to shift in your vibration to start attracting that more of? And also, where do you need to also take aligned action to invite that in? And that could be healing. That could be, you know, just taking some very practical action. So prosperity mindset. And also you may find that you're wanting to go out into nature more, or to have visuals like this that you can delve into and really feel the prosperity in that image and feel it in your body. Take your imagination there so you can dive into that. If you can't get to that, then find a beautiful image and allow yourself to just be in the image, you know, and really be curious with enhancing your senses and taste and touch and feel and visual. And oh my God, you know, feeling the sun on my face and hearing the waterfall and seeing those sparkles of white light as the water hits the pool. You know, you can really take yourself there if you allow yourself to. You know, you can set it up as a bit of an exercise and say, how big can I go on my prosperity, and really touch, feel, sense, taste it. Okay, so you want to know what the bonus card is. I'm going to give you that now. But before I do, don't forget, if you want to get your own deck of cards, click the link, my Akashic Oracle deck. There's a free masterclass that's coming on the 28th that's going to support you with connecting and using these cards in your Akashic Records. So it's a modality in itself. And it also comes with a key similar to this, which you can use as a totem, as a physical tool to connect to your Akashic Records, or you can use it as pendulum, or you can use it as both. So either or. So you want to know what your relationship bonus card is. It's growth and up level. Now, this is straight from the business chamber section. There's 7 chambers in these cards, 7 cards in each chamber. So this does connect directly with the business chamber. However, obviously not everybody's in business, not everybody's in work. So for me, relationships, connection, all types, you've got a growth and an up level. There is an opportunity to break through the wall. So if you have been kind of having this conflict or kind of not getting somewhere with a particular friendship, relationship, work connection, you know, community group, how, you know, people that are in, you know, kind of like positions of authority, so like education, government, you know, wherever there's a connection where you're feeling that there's been a challenge, where you're just not getting progress, the communication's been poor, perhaps you're not seeing eye to eye, there is a growth and a up level this week. There's a breakthrough. Now that breakthrough could be coming together, compromise, seeing eye to eye, seeing the other person's perspective or point of view, or it can be letting go. And the realization that I need to let this relationship go. I need to forgive myself, say goodbye. And that doesn't have to be just all done and dusted. That could be a slow progress, a slow kind of decision and going through the motions. But whatever you decide to do, there's going to be the growth and up level that comes with that. So there's going to be resolution that's starting to come through. The breakthrough is starting to come through this week. And whatever that is, there's going to be growth and up level for both parties. So if it is a letting go of the relationship, then there's growth and up level on an energetic level. and in the Akashic Records. There's growth and up level there. On a conscious level, of course, once you start to see the results of letting that relationship go or coming to compromise or starting to see the other person's point of view or having more compassion and more understanding and forgiveness, then there's growth and up level in that, because when we are not forgiving something or somebody, then we are holding ourselves in a certain energetic state. And when we decide that we have to let this go in some shape or form so it can move forward, the growth and up level occurs. So it's a breakthrough that is coming this week with relationships. And I say it could be relationships of any kind. It could be with a neighbor. It could be with somebody that you're dealing with to try and get finances sorted. It could be with an ex-friend or an ex-partner. It could be with current partner. It could be with your kids, grandkids, wherever there's been this kind of butting and this feeling of stalemate and not getting through. We've got the breakthrough coming this week. So let me know how these cards resonate. I would love to hear. If you want to go deeper with your own session, whether it be an Oracle Empowerment Oracle session, 8 cards, Akashic Record Healing is going to be in all of my containers, all of my services have Akashic Record Healing, because this is where the potency and the power happens. So if you want more support, then just reach out to me. We can have a chat. I can then advise and guide you. And if I'm not the right person, I will try and give you a name of somebody that would be, a really good fit. And we can take it from there. Okay, so enjoy your week. Let me know how the cards relate and resonate. And if you want to get your own deck, then please use the link in the description or the comments. Love and blessings, and I will see you in 7 days. Bye.